Hello, I'm Fran. And picking, choosing, and schmoozing, your Fran 4 is the way to play the game of life. Nifty! What is the Fran 4? Great question. I'm glad I thought of it for you. Fran 4 stands for friends, relatives, associates, and neighbors. That's great, Fran, but what are you talking about? I'm so glad I asked that question for you. These are the people in your life you need to think about on a regular basis and be in prayer for them, and possibly invite them to the places you like, such as church or the skating rink. Everyone has a Fran 4. I want you to think of yours. Here, let me help you. What are your friends? Friends are people you know, talk to, and generally like being around. I like them. Isn't that nifty? Hey, this is nifty. I had a friend back in high school. We used to do everything together. One time, we made some bird wings, and I was such a good friend, I let her jump off the house first. While she was in the hospital recovering from a ruptured spleen, I took it upon myself to pray for her and invite her to church. You too could be an awesome friend like me. Isn't that nifty? It's nifty. Okay, next. Relatives. These are people you share genetics with. Possibly indirectly or directly, a matrimonial bond or two. I have people in my life I share genetics with, like my Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie was always someone I could count on to be there for me. Like the time I called him and said, hey, my friend's spleen seems to have ruptured for no apparent reason. He's the kind of relative that would help you get your friend to the hospital, saving their spleen, no questions asked. I think of and I pray for Uncle Eddie often. He's so nifty. Ha, nifty. Then there are associates. These are people that you kind of know, that you speak to occasionally. You might not even know their name. Like a person you just met at a bus stop, waiting for the bus to the hospital with your Uncle Eddie and a passed out friend. I learned that my new associate's name is Jamie, and she enjoys bike riding and karaoke. I told her about my church, which is only a bike ride away. Nifty! Gosh, that is so nifty. Okay, one more and we're done. Neighbors. Some people think about neighbors as, everybody. But I like to think about neighbors as people who live in short proximity to my house. I have a friend named Sandy. She is one cool neighbor. Like this one time, she happened to spot me at the bus stop and gave me a speedy lift to the hospital. She didn't even mind that my friend's ruptured spleen was on her back seat. Now Sandy gives me rides to church all the time. Isn't that the niftiest thing? I'm talking nifty. Hey, nifty. Nifty. So now it's your turn. Who are your Fran 4? I've made a card with... Oh, look, it's me. Isn't that nifty? It has my Fran 4 on them to remind me of them every day. And maybe you too could write down your Fran 4. And as always, picking, choosing, and schmoozing, your Fran 4 is the way to play the game of life. Huh? Is nifty? Nifty, 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 nifty. Nifty.